This is the Q from Comics Brand Sci-Fi. I'm sitting here with Denver Cast, and you guys will understand that reference certainly.
Listen to the Defenders podcast.
Listen to the Defenders. It's in the news. It's in the news. And the Bradcast, and I'm the Q Cast, and it's time for another edition of Q's News. Cue the music. Okay. Yeah, right.
Get the teletype going.
Our first bit of news is that the new download pack for the Injustice 2 has been released. The 3 new characters, which 2 of them we seen coming and 1 of them we did not see coming.
Which characters?
Raiden is coming from Mortal Kombat, coming over.
Nice.
Which he'll join Sub-Zero, who was in the first pack. Black Manta, which we knew that was coming. He's Aquaman villain.
Right.
It's going to be in the new Aquaman movie, so that makes sense. But the surprise that everyone's talking about is Hellboy.
Really? Wow.
From Dark Horse Comics is going to be in Injustice 2.
Nice.
So I don't know how they worked that out, but
wait
I
to
am
see the
so
cinematics.
happy.
Now, is Hellboy, is that character, is Dark Horse owned by DC?
No, they're
Really?
all separate companies. So
Wow.
the fact that NetherRealm had to work out a deal with Dark Horse, who had to work out a deal with DC. So, that was a lot of finagling going on there.
Yeah.
So, but Hellboy is going to be in it. I think that's going to be the surprise of the game. Being someone like me who brought the Ultimate Edition, so I get it for free.
Well, I haven't played Injustice 2. How does that stack up? I've got Injustice. Played that with my kids many times.
Okay.
How does the new one compare?
The storyline is amazing. I like it.
And you finished the storyline already?
It's been finished. I finished it twice. Well, you get to make decisions. You can choose different characters. You'll come up to a point, and let's say you could choose to either fight with Green Arrow, or you can fight with Black Canary, and you have to choose whichever character you want to. Obviously, I choose Green Arrow. I'm better with him. So, but you have to go back through the story and choose the other character so you can see another cinematic. That's all. But with the epic gear that's coming out and then the multiverse, to me, it's a better game. I think it's better than Injustice.
Well, the graphics obviously have to be better.
Oh, yeah, they're improved.
Because it's newer.
Yeah, they've improved. They're on the next gen system, obviously.
Yeah.
They've improved. I can't say enough about the game. I try to play it at least every day.
No wonder you're not getting any sleep.
No wonder. No.
Or have finished the Defenders.
Hey.
See the other podcast.
Denver's just upset because he couldn't spoil everything. I can't wait for Injustice 3. If they don't make a 3, they'll be the.
So there's nothing official yet.
There's nothing official.
You're just
yet.
hoping.
I'm not hoping.
So when are we going to get this
so
head-to-head game or Injustice down with you and Sarah to see who's the better player?
I think it's between Q and Rich, apparently.
Oh, right. That's right. Because Rich beat Sarah at her own game.
She said she's not a fan of button mashing.
Yeah,
games,
she's not a. Well, it's not a button mashing game. You have to learn the combos. And whenever Richie want to do this, he already got beat in the ring. Now, if you want to get beat on the sticks, he can get beat on the sticks too.
I don't know. My son Bruno's pretty good at it, so you might have to.
Well,
take him
you
on.
know.
Yeah, we can bring Bruno in. He's a
Bruno
good
in
man.
this, you know. Hey, I spend no expense. I beat the kids of all ages.
So what else you got there, Mr. Newsman?
The rumor is this is the rumor part of the Q's news.
Rumors.
That Joss Whedon has cut all of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor scenes
Hooray.
in the new Justice League
I am so happy with Joss Whedon right now.
It's a rumor. If he has, I would not
wish.
be opposed to it, as Jesse Eisenberg was probably the main thing I did not like about Batman v Superman.
What? There was something you didn't like about it?
In my personal BVS Ultra Cut, he has been removed from the entire movie.
So he must fast forward past all of his
It is
scenes.
absolutely a more enjoyable movie. Now,
Without-
it is hard to explain what that big
painting.
big green building is in the middle of town without the guy who owns it. But that's not important.
Again, last week, as you know, I talked about the reshoots, the extensive reshoots that Joss Whedon has been doing. I'm still a little worried about these reshoots because, like I said, I think they're removing the aspect. And if he's trying to make this more like a Marvel movie, I just don't think I'm going to.
Oh, no, they won't let him do that.
Well, I don't know. Wonder Woman, everyone praised Wonder Woman for being more Marvel-like in that it had some lighter moments. And
I don't mind lighter moments, but it was still a darker movie.
Well, yeah, it's World War I, one of the most violent wars of all time.
Yeah.
Right.
So, the war to end all wars.
Yeah, they fucked that name up.
One can dream.
One more war and one more world war, and might be having another one. But anyway, we don't talk politics here.
Well, it's history, so I guess we're safe.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. So really, what don't you agree that the theatrical BVS was pale compared to the extended version?
Yes, I believe the extended version.
Well, why was the extended version better?
Because all the scenes that Warner Brothers told Zack Snyder to get, Zack Snyder had a 3-hour movie. Warner Brothers said cut it down. So the scenes that I'm on record as saying this, the scenes that Zack Snyder took out, he should have left in.
Right, okay.
There were scenes that he could have removed that he didn't.
Okay, well,
so I always said that BVS had a bad editing job.
That's true, but
I never said.
We've been doing this for 3 years, okay?
Okay.
August of 2014. One of the very first video webcasts that we did was BVS is being shot in town, and then 6 months later, we were talking about reshoots, and we were hoping that what they were doing was putting in some more jokes because they were complaining that it was too dark. Now, if they're doing the same thing with another movie, we got a 50-50 chance. Joss Whedon is the man when it comes to some of this stuff, taking really dark stuff and giving you really good belly laughs at the right time to lighten the mood so he can haul you back in and then laugh you out of it and haul you back in and then laugh you out of it. We could really benefit from some good reshoots.
Well, apparently with Rogue One, they did massive reshoots to restructure, and that worked out great, at least in my mind. I know you guys weren't necessarily
Well,
fans.
I didn't like that they killed everybody in the end, but I guess that was the premise, and I missed that somehow at the beginning. I didn't realize it was a suicide mission. I was just going, ooh, Star Wars, and completely, so.
Well,
I'm trying to keep an open mind here, guys. You know, I'm learning something new.
I am not a fan of the... let me rephrase. Let me think about how to say this before I say this. The Marvel movies, one, they don't stick to the books. That's always been well known, documented by me. I feel that in the face of when you're in a big cataclysm fight, you're not gonna be joking around as much as they do. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel personally.
I don't know, gallows humor. Don't police officers, aren't they well known for having dark, sick,
a lot of cop shows. That's why you enjoy
but
it.
But not in the middle of a shootout. I'm not cracking a joke in the middle of a shootout. Come on, let's just be serious. Well, you're not going to be getting bullets shot.
I've never been in the middle of a shootout. So
but I'm just saying, you're not going to be in the middle of a shootout talking about some, No. Like, you have to realize something. Gotham is a dark, twisted town. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's my problem is that Zack Snyder has never been able to nail the serious, darker tone that Christopher Nolan has. Christopher Nolan did it to perfection. He made it dark and gritty and real world. And Zack Snyder has too much gloss.
Nolan
and
also made an original story. Zack Snyder is trying to pull pages from the book and adapt them to a movie, which is two completely different things. Remember, the BVS was loaded with lines and plots from the books, at least 4 or 5 different comic books. So trying to pull them off the pages into one story is hard. We've seen it with The Watchmen. I mean, The Watchmen did great one weekend, then the next weekend it totally bombed because people didn't understand it because it was literally...
People didn't understand the books.
But that's what I'm saying. It was pulled verbatim from the book. So I mean,
it was an awesome movie, by the way.
it was a great
And it was
movie.
awesome books.
It was right. So, but that's to me is
But brown and yellow
little
don't go
side
together.
story. What's going on with Watchmen in DC? Is that story
that's together.
progressing?
They are with the rebirth.
Yes.
Don't even get me started. I haven't been able to
Ah.
read any of them.
Dude,
I need
seriously.
to catch
Fail,
up. I need
fail.
to catch up. Yes,
All right.
I need to catch up.
So are those Watchmen
they
characters now in the
they're
DC,
in the DC universe? Yes, they are a part of the DC
Cool.
universe.
That should be fun.
Which everyone
Yeah.
is hoping that actually back to Injustice that the next 3 characters coming out, one of them
Oh,
is
will
a
be from
Watchmen.
Watchmen. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Rorschach and the Owl. That would be fun.
I would rather have. I
Or
mean,
You gotta
want-
have
you want
Dr.
Mr.
Manhattan with
Yeah, I
his
was gonna
dog
say Dr.
driving
Manhattan.
around.
Yeah, but see, that's not fair. Number one,
is.
You could use that as a weapon.
but he was a pacifist
he is,
for the most part.
That's true. That is
Yeah, and
true.
there's no
'Cause he
challenge there
believes-
because he
There's
can just
no
blow people
challenges. He's
apart.
just-
Right.
right.
That
So-
was the other thing I was going to say.
There's no challenge.
Yeah. So what else you got there, Mr. Newsman?
I got another one that keeping with our DC trend here.
Okay.
The Joker. There's a Joker origin story coming out, and
Written and directed by Todd Phillips, who did
Right.
The Hangover.
Who did The Hangover.
Oh, okay.
and
And produced by Martin Scorsese,
which
so
is the
Joker-
best part.
Really?
The Joker is a gangster, and Martin Scorsese.
It's the
That's
king
those
of
are-
gangster.
true.
That's his. Those
Yeah.
are his movies.
That should be good.
But unfortunately, it's a prequel. So Jared Leto will not be in it because the Joker will be younger.
And it will be in a separate
separate-
universe
it's-
from
but I don't
the
think-
the DC extended universe.
I think what they're going to end up doing is it's not going to be separate. I think when they say it's not going to be a part, it's because the events that they're going to cover are going to take place so far in the past that they're not going to affect what they're doing now.
Jared Leto's a good actor. He could pull off a younger.
I didn't say he couldn't.
Joker.
I mean,
I didn't say he couldn't,
In
but
the movies, he's got so much makeup on. All they have to do is take the makeup off, and he'll look like a baby.
that's true.
And they can use some of that de-aging effects that they use like on Robert Downey
Don't
Jr.
do it.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Michael Douglas.
yeah, I'm going to say Michael Douglas and Ant-Man.
Yep.
But they're doing the same thing with
And
the
Kurt
Batman
Russell
movie.
and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Marvel's got that technology perfected.
Well, Disney does. Star Wars too, you know. But they're doing the same thing with the Batman movie too.
Yes, no Ben Affleck.
No Batman Affleck.
Now
Well,
this,
to me, I'm so done with this
So
Batman
wait,
movie.
wait.
Because they don't know what
do
they
we
want to
need
do.
to see a Batman movie before he's Batman? Haven't we already
No,
been
this is
suffering through that
my
shit?
whole thing. Is you should have just let Ben Affleck do the Batman movie, the solo Batman movie.
Yeah.
To me, the whole point of the Batman movie, because people wanted to know about the Robin suit in the glass. If you would have based it off of the
so
of
it
the
would be
family,
it would be a prequel to Batman versus Superman.
Exactly.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
That's what I would have preferred.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
And then
Plus, there would have been a lot more Joker action.
Because
too.
in my mind, Batman and Ben Affleck was the best thing about Batman versus Superman.
I get you that
And so to have a solo movie,
with Ben Affleck.
oh man, that would have been great.
Directed by remember he came in, he rewrote all his lines to Batman v Superman, which he had the best dialogue in the movie. So
Okay.
what does that tell you? I would have just let him do it. But
Well, he does have an Oscar for writing a movie, so
I mean,
and
don't get me
directing,
wrong,
and he
don't-
was supposed to write
Yeah.
and direct,
Direct.
but then they brought in Matt Reeves, who did the last 2 Planet of the Apes movies,
which is not bad.
which were both awesome. So
Right.
I mean, I'm fully on board with him doing it. I just wish it was with
Ben Affleck.
okay.
Yeah.
Grumble, grumble.
So what else is there, Mr. Newsman?
Yes.
Any
grumble,
non-DC news?
Yeah.
or
Yes,
just-
I have
Yeah.
non-DC news.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember way back when in the contract negotiations where you only had to do you were only guaranteed 10 minutes of DC exclusive action. I
Yes,
think
you boycotted the podcast
Yes.
for a couple of weeks. I
you
remember.
you actually went over that already here, so I'm really kind of hoping you have some more news that other people want to hear.
I actually do. There was a recent interview with Finn Jones,
Oh,
the guy
nice.
who plays
Right.
Roddy Crybaby Iron Fist, who promises that when season 2 starts shooting, they will have better fight scenes.
I thought
Oh.
the
In
fight
the
scenes
first.
weren't the problem of that show, really.
I don't know.
I mean, they got a little repetitive in that it was
the beginning.
only...
Well, and, he's trying to be Bruce Lee, or he's trying to be Kung Fu with the slap away.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so much better than you, I don't want to hurt you. A little Rocky action, come in and say, I'm sorry. Here, go away. Yeah, they're not flies. It's like when their third episode. Oh, now you can punch them, he says. It's like, they're trying to kill you, dude. Well, punch the hell out of them.
The one thing I want to see, which was not in the Defenders, is, Iron Fist from the comic book. That hand was like flaming,
on fire.
It wasn't just glowing from the inside.
Good complaint.
So I would love to see in season 2 of Iron Fist the full-on, fiery fist.
Yeah, let's see some concentrated chi already.
Oh, I totally agree with you guys. I am all for that because, as you know,
and let's see him in costume.
Yeah,
of some sort.
Let's see some silk.
I don't think they're gonna do the costume.
I mean, we've seen the tattoo on the chest.
Yeah,
but no like green jogging pants or yellow bandana.
If they bring those out, I think.
Well, I mean, Marvel's done a good job with updating all the heroes' looks.
Right.
And that is one of the best things about the Defenders, is them making fun of Matthew Murdock's costume.
Yeah.
Listen to our Defenders podcast.
Yeah.
More info about that.
More info about that. And our last little bit of news that this week, Terminator will be returning to theaters.
Terminator 2 in 3D.
It is the best Terminator movie of all time.
One of the rare sequels that
was better than the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only reason the first one wasn't as good because the budget was so small. I think Arnold joked one time that the catering budget on Terminator 2 was bigger than the entire budget of Terminator 1.
I can see that. To me, the Terminator 1 premise was revolutionary for the time, and I mean, just think about it when was he repairing his eye in the mirror? Terminator 1. Those were considered top-notch special effects. So I really want to say half the budget probably went to that scene alone.
That and the models of the future.
Well, and even T2 with the T1000.
Oh,
that in and of itself
was state of the art.
Awesome technology.
Oh yeah. So
that's this weekend, and then the following weekend they're also dusting off Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
That should be
which
good.
is one of the all-time great sci-fi masterpieces.
Yeah,
you gotta see that on the big screen.
That was what? That was a Steven Spielberg early success.
Yep.
Shortly, 2 years after E.T., where if you didn't know...
No, this was before E.T.
I thought
Close
Encounters was 83 and E.T. was 81.
when Jaws, then he did, I believe he did 1941, then he did Close Encounters.
75, 78, 81, 83. I don't know. I'll have to check. Yes. Either way.
And in some quasi-related music news, John Carpenter announced yesterday that he is putting out an album called Anthology, and he's went through and re-recorded all of his best movie themes and is putting them out on a record and is going out on tour. And I reached out to the record company. We'll also have a music video coming out within the month before the record's release, which is October 20th, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
And then just this morning, Foo Fighters released a new music video that is full-on sci-fi.
Yeah,
it references about at least 4 or 5 different classic movies that I could spot, maybe more, but there's a little Close Encounters in there. There's a little Stranger Things in there.
Wow.
There's a little...
on your link on the Facebook page, can you hear it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I just saw the mention of it, but I was at work.
And we got it posted there. So it's a great music video.
All right, we'll check it out.
Check it out. Well, this has been another edition of Q's News with the Bradcast.
The Bradcast.
And the Denver Cast. I'm just seeing one of those 60-minute classics. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.